I always felt my most peaceful with dirt under my nails and on my hands. The plant community that I've met through starting Coastal Roots Greenery has been such a warm, friendly, weird, and nerdy community of people, and every one of them have that single passion of green and greenery, and they've just been so supportive, and it's great to see a community so non-competitive and just really being there to help one another and watching each other grow. And I think that's probably my favorite thing about starting this business, is the community and the connections that I've gained in doing so. Reflecting on my life and my relationship with plants, I always go back to that image of me as a child, hands in the mud, dirt under my nails, picking worms and putting them in a jar, and just growing things and being present in nature. I grew up in New York, not the New York you would think of. It was on Long Island. We were very much rural, and most of my childhood we played, in the yard, catching bugs. I never really was into Barbie dolls or girly toys. I was always in the mud. We had a local farm that I spent a lot of time on, just hiking and enjoying the parks and the streams, the rivers on Long Island. And that's where I think I really started my passion in nature in general. As I grew and I went into high school, an old greenhouse in my high school, which was pretty decrepit and untouched for 20 years, really ignited, I think, my passion for growing plants. And then that went to college. I didn't pursue a plant degree, but I did an environmental degree. And when I graduated college, I immediately started a professional program with Disney World as an entomologist in their greenhouse. Plants and bugs have kind of been where I've always been passionate, so it was kind of best of both worlds. I did that for about a year, stayed with Disney for a little bit, and then I started applying for police entrance exams, where I was hired as a police officer for about 3 years in Henrico County, Virginia. And I think the big switch for me was when I had my first baby, because I didn't want to have somebody else raise her. I wanted to be the one to raise her. And that's when we decided to relocate to Fernandina Beach, Florida. And I think I was blown away at the availability and the variety of plants that we found in Florida. So right away, we started decorating the house with plants. I started collecting plants. We really found the rare, uncommon varieties more out by Jacksonville, but as far as my local community, there wasn't really anyone providing that outside of a large box store like Home Depot or Lowe's. So, enjoying the markets in the area and the festivals, I said to my husband, I can do that. About April 2021 that I started looking for trailers. We didn't know if we wanted to do a truck or a trailer, but trailers, we kind of figured they don't break down. Anybody could move them, anybody could tow them. So I found a guy in about Central Florida, an old antique dealer, and found the trailer. The trailer started vending October 2021. We go all over South Georgia, North Florida, and just pop up at Beer Fest, markets, farmers markets, Shrimp Fest, Christmas festivals. We love working and collaborating with the local businesses too. People love it. I love seeing the reaction that people give the first time they see the trailer, because I just think it's a really unique, quirky thing. It's a 1968 B-line camper is what we've found. And a lot of people are like, holy crap, I've had that, I remember that growing up. My parents had one of those growing up, that's so cool. And they love that the trailer has kind of kept its original vintage look. It's just a fun conversation piece. Even if somebody is coming by to not purchase a plant, it's just a conversation. And maybe they remember my name, and maybe they remember the camper, and they mention it to their friend who is into plants down the line. So it's been a really good standout piece at these markets. starting Coastal Roots has just kind of given me an avenue to remain myself, as well as bringing my children into it as well, but to continue the passion. I think we would really like to offer the community is a place to bring your child outside of the seasonal you-pick farms that are offered in the area, just as an everyday outlet to be able to kind of get back to the basics and, you know, get dirty and be outside without boundaries and just kind of enjoy nature.